All right, we're here with Lucas Paugh, Rod and Arrow Outdoors. Lucas, you're going to take the CrossCore 180 for a little test drive again.
Yes.
And what are you thinking about when you use this for your archery?
So when I think about, when I get my bow out, I try to shoot every day. I think about there's some common themes that go through my mind. Obviously, first is making sure, one, that when I'm aiming and I'm looking at my target, I'm focused. So the first thing I do is always take a deep breath. And I run through that cycle every time I shoot. I take a deep breath, I aim, typically front shoulder on an animal, and then it's always follow through. So those are the three things that I always focus on. I actually have that mentally prescribed in my head. But when I think about the CrossCore, I think about, obviously your brace hand where your bow is, and I always think about back to that anchor point. So as I'm getting back to this anchor point, right, anchored, string on the nose, I think about how the CrossCore, can obviously give you a little bit of that stretching opportunity. So when you come back, it's like you're grabbing an arrow out of your quiver, follow back through, and vice versa. So now I'm brace hand here. If you're left-handed, you find anchor point here, right? String on the nose, and then back through.
Now, a lot of people use the CrossCore very explosively and fast, but you're using it as you would draw and for a specific application here.
Yeah. So think about, most of us that shoot daily, I always say practice perfect makes perfect. So
right.
I know a lot of guys go out there and they'll shoot, 50 to 60 arrows a day. I can't do that through my shoulders because it'll start to fatigue my shoulders. So I'll go out daily and maybe shoot, 10 to 15 arrows a day, and I'll try to shoot every arrow perfectly.
Right.
Which really gives me, the accuracy and what I'm looking for. Plus, it's a lot less wear and tear on my shoulders.
Right.
But as you can see with this motion, you can see a lot of parallels, with drawing a bow, whether it's traditional shooting, whether it's compound shooting, right? You're always going to have that brace hand. You're always going to have that anchor point right here.
Right.
And this kind of helps fulfill the whole movement pattern.
Right.
Coming all the way through. And really just more of a stretching pattern. I think for me it helps open up my shoulders. Is really what this gives me. So yeah, CrossCore 180. It's available. We know the owner. He's a good friend of ours, and obviously could be a good tool for you in the off season and also during the hunting season when you're shooting your bow.
Absolutely. Great.
Thank you.